Today we are talking about the plastic from Z-Man, the line of the goats. There's 3 different sizes. Baby goat, the biggest is the billy goat, and in the middle is the goat. Let's talk a little bit more in depth about these things and then take a look. Okay, so we have this bait in the black and blue color at all 3 sizes. So the smallest entry, that's the baby goat. The regular size, which is the goat. And then the biggest is the billy goat. And Z-Man plastic, made of Elastec, super stretchy, which makes this a super durable bait. Now, one of the things that, and the reason why I got this, I was looking for, I was looking for a swim jig trailer, and from reports that I've heard, this is a great new option when you're looking to swim the jig. Thicker profile here, but also 2 tattletales a kick. In additional research, we found, I saw a lot of things that says this is one of the more versatile soft plastics out there. So today our goal is to put that to the test. We're going to try to rig this thing up as many different ways to see if it's as versatile as they say. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's now take a look and see if we can put this versatility of this new Z-Man plastic. Well, it's not overly new, but the Z-Man Goat plastic, complete line from smallest to biggest. Let's just show you some of the versatility and how you can rig it. Let's start with the baby goat, the little guy. So first up, we have just a standard Z-Man Shrooms head, just a standard Ned rig. Okay, so you see those little tentacles flipping around. Okay, just that standard kind of on the bottom look with these guys flipping and flapping. So that's rig number 1. Number 2, pretty similar, micro finesse jig. Similar concept, jig head, finesse hook. This has the skirt and the weed guard, but same concept, but again, just another good small profile. I think the other way you could rig this would be to just put this just on like a very small kind of like 1/0 hook and swim it in the water column. But those are the baby goats. Let's take a look at the next size up, the goat. So first off, what we did was we put it onto a chatterbait. This is a Guggen Squad clickbait. And so it fills out the skirt pretty good. I don't think that the skirt's going to interact with the action down here. I paired it up to this is actually the this color is green pumpkin orange, and I think it went really good with my green pumpkin clickbait skirt. So there's that, works as a nice trailer for your clickbait. Next up on the goat size, similar. This is the swim bait I have. So this is a 6 cents swim jig. Sorry, swim bait. Next up, same size, the swim jig. I was looking for a swim jig trailer. This is 6 Senses Divine swim jig. The goat was something that I had read on the internet, made for a very good swim jig trailer. And so that's one of the reasons why I went out and bought this plastic. And there it is, that's the goat size. And then last, not least, something a little bit less skirty, just kind of a little bit more open. This is a Bullet Z's kind of terminal tackle from Z-Man. So it has a little jig head with a little bit of a belly weight. And then, so you can kind of text pose the weight in. Again, this is that green pumpkin orange color in the goat. So you can kind of sit that hook text posed in there, fish this around weedless. Okay, there it goes. Fist this thing around weedless with the hook. The other thing you could do is simply just, I think, throw this as a Texas rig weightless. So this is a Texas rig just with a little bit of a belly weight, but you could throw this probably weightless on a Texas rig and do some different things. That's 3 different ways to rig up the goat size. And let's talk a little bit about, this is the Billy Goat. So again, I had this thing Texas rigged. This is a 5/0 hammer hook from the Guggen Squad. So 2 options. This can be swam as a topwater bait. Throw this out. It's got a nice buoyancy because of the thickness here. And you can just work this right over the top of a pad, similar to the way you would work a frog and other topwaters. So in fact, when you look at the commercial for this, it says, this is not a topwater, but then it shows this thing being swum across. And I think that's kind of like their joke. It's not supposed to be a topwater bait, but you can use this just like a topwater. You can also throw, and what I was going to be doing is just throwing a kind of either a pegged weight on here or just a movable kind of, what is it called? A movable bullet weight. So you can throw a movable bullet weight on the line to kind of weight this down a little bit and get this thing moving for you. So you can kind of swim this along the top, swim it through the middle, or you can hop it along as a kind of creature bait similar that people use, you know, bandito bugs, you know, short calls, any kind of creature baits. It kind of is a nice Texas rig option. This is kind of how I have it rigged up today. And then last, I went with something just completely kind of out of ordinary, something just different. I threw it on the Billy Goat on an underspin. And it's actually a weedless version underspin. So the hook's here, a little bit flashy. I actually turned it sideways to give it like a little bit of a wider profile. I don't know how this would swim or do, but just, again, just something different, something the fish hadn't seen before. So I rigged it up that way. You could rig it up where, same thing, these are flat, but I went with a more vertical rigging just to show you can do different things. So that's 7 different ways to rig up the Goat series, from Finesse all the way up to the big guy on a little underspin, and then in the middle on the Bullet Z's right here. Next up, we're going to try to get these things out and catch them in the water. If we do, we'll be sure to be adding that to the video or coming out with its own video by itself. Thanks for watching today, Learning to Fish 36. Have a great day.